Why do toxic employees tend to get involved?
There is a book. I've gone through so many copies of it. I order it like 10 copies at a time, then I give away all 10 copies. Because I think people, particularly at lower levels of need, struggle when that toxic employee is also really, really high performer. It is called the no asshole rule. Everybody needs to read this book. Particularly when you see that problem in your organization, you should hand it out like candy. And Professor Sutton talks about why he called it the no asshole rule, because there is a difference between a jerk and an asshole in his language and as he describes it. And so I'll take the toxic employee to the extreme and say, or actually think of it the Netflix way. I think when Hastings was the CEO of Netflix, he coined a slightly different term within Netflix, but he said no brilliant jerks are allowed to be in this organization. And I think when you see that toxic employee continually being rewarded, it is typically because leaders are misunderstanding the short-term value of their high performance against the long-term cost of the damage that they're doing to the team and the organization. And so ultimately, I think it is a gross misunderstanding of culture. It is a misunderstanding of the damage that these folks do that's harder to see because it's not measured in data that you can see tomorrow. It's going to show up in data that are grossly trailing indicators of a problem because you're not going to see it till the problem exists. You're going to see it as the turnover increases. You're going to see it as other people start suffering and failing and all sorts of other issues. And so I think the reason that happens is leaders who don't quite balance on the whole, the totality of someone's contribution to the organization. When you're looking narrowly at how is this person doing at the work I've given them, the tasks, and you're not looking holistically as how is this person contributing to my business and my organization, you make those mistakes. When you start looking more holistically at their contributions as a person and the pros and cons of them being in your organization, I think you start to view things a little different. One of the ways I try to address this is I give that book out like candy. I think every should read this book because to your question's point, these people exist in every organization. And if you aren't careful, they can destroy them.